Hey guys, welcome back to another section. In this one, we'll get familiar with Unreal Engine 5. So setting up the UI and getting familiar with it. And we'll also talk about navigating in Unreal Engine 5, moving things around and moving your camera around so that you can view everything nicely. So let's get started. In the last part, we closed down Unreal Engine 5. So to start it up again, of course, go into Epic Games Launcher, and in Unreal Engine and library, you'll see all your projects that you have opened before. But you can just click it here and you can start the project. If you don't want, you can just click on launch, and once Unreal Engine is launched, you'll see all the recent projects over here as well, and you can just select on the project you want to open and click open. Then let's wait it out for a while. So we have Unreal Engine open, and it might not be the same once you opened it because I've changed the UI already. So if you want to follow along, what you can do is go into Window and you can load layout. And I start out from Unreal Engine 4, so I really like the Unreal Engine 4 Classic layout. So let's click on Unreal Engine 4 Classic layout. And this will restart your engine real quick, and you'll see all these things very similar to mine. So let's talk a little bit about all the UI. You can resize them by dragging the edge of the window like this, or you can even minimize it like that. The first one we're going to talk about is this bar right here. Here you can see you can change different modes, and we'll talk about it pretty soon in the next in a few parts. And this one here is where you're gonna find all your actors. So for instance, if you want to place down a block or light, this is where you will find. And at the bottom you'll find this window called Content Browser. This is where we will locate all our levels, all our assets and whatnot, but we'll talk more about it in the next part. And on the right side we have the outliner. This one right here is everything you've placed down in your scene. So for this default scene, you'll see all the directional light, exponential, high fog, and all those things that have been put down in this level. And for the details is where you edit all of your individual actors that you have put down. So for instance, if you go into skylight, let's just go into directional light to show this. You can change intensity and everything else in here. So this is the UI that we will be using. Let's get into the navigation. So for navigating, you hold right click and move your camera with WASD, and now you can see this is moving very slowly. What you can do is while holding the right click, you can scroll up and scroll down to increase the speed or decrease the speed of your camera movement. And to rotate around, you just move your mouse and you can rotate around too. And to fly up and down, you can use Q to fly down, E to fly up. That is how to navigate things. Let's place down an actor quickly so that I can show you how to move things around. So let's go into place actors, select this shape, and let's put down a cube. You just drag and drop and you'll put down the cube. Right now the cube is so small, but our level is way too big and you can't see this. So the way to navigate this is to click to press F, and now it will focus on the actor that you just placed. Whatever you select, whenever you select something and then press F, it will go straight into that object. And to move things around, very simple, you have the gizmo over here. You can just move up, down, left, right, front, back by using this, and you can hold this little ball in the middle to move freely. And as you can see, whenever you move, it is moving in some increments and you cannot move very freely. To turn this off, all you have to do is go to the top right corner and you'll see this little icon right beside 10. If you turn this off, the grid, you can move freely now. But you can also turn back on and you can change the increment of the movement. So if you change 10,000, it will not move that fast. If you change to 100, you can see it being moved by 100 units. But let's set it back to 10 and turn this off, so now you can move it freely. To rotate, click E, and now you have the rotation gizmo. Same thing again, you can move it with all these directions. And to disable the rotation increments, just click on this again, and now you can rotate freely. Now to scale, you press R, and you'll have this scale gizmo again. So to scale up on the Z-axis, you click on this and drag. For Y-axis, you click on this and drag. And for X-axis, this one. But if you want to uniformly increase the scale, on the middle one and increase the scale. Now again, if you don't want to increase the scale with increments, you can turn this off again. Now we can move everything freely. Another thing that you should know is whenever you rotate, the gizmo won't be rotated alongside the object that you rotate. It will still be world gizmo, but to change that, you can click on this little icon over here. Or as you can see, you can press Control, and I believe that's a apostrophe or something. I don't know what it's called, but you can click on that as well on your keyboard to change the gizmo coordinate. So now we have set to local coordinate. Therefore, what we can do is we can move according to its location and rotation. So this is very handy for some of the objects, but you can toggle on and off. And that is how you locate, that is how you navigate and move things around in Unreal Engine 5. In the next part, we'll talk about Content Browser and we'll create our first level. So, see you there.